Hi everyone, hope you're all doing alright. Hope you're having a good weekend. Well, good weekend, and hope you're having a good week so far. Hi Vector and Final Fantasy and Tycoon. Hope you're all doing okay. A good weekend. Well, it's been a weekend since the last stream. We'll say that. It's been a long day at work. I didn't so much think it was a Sunday. I think just because it's been a bank holiday, it's completely thrown me off for the days. Also, I saw the comment from your Final Fantasy saying, love PSO, people like you keep the game alive. It's really nice to hear that. Despite making a game like this, mostly impossible being that this was lightning in a bottle, but still a goal of mine. Oh, good luck with that. Hi, Parkins. And hi, Avstar Bob as well. I've been well, but my drops have been terrible. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I cannot complain about my drops now. As is usually the case with these streams, we don't really get anything on stream, and then everything happens when I'm not streaming. So yesterday I got a 25 hit Daylight Scar, but I think it's probably best just to show you for anyone who didn't see the Discord. So yeah, we found a Psycho Wand. It was hilarious actually. So me and Vector, we've been running for CLJ Sword for quite a long time, but nothing at all. We started doing one caves run and got a double mill lily that dropped Psycho Wand. You can't make it up. Hi Drac. So yeah, this is definitely the rarest thing I've ever found. So I think if the event ended now, I would be happy with what I've got for the most part, I think. But I still would like to get an SJS. So with that in mind, let's get the Huniwell. Yeah, I worked it out, and I think that is the rarest thing I've ever found in PSO in like 20 years, so quite happy about that. Yeah, just a quick update while we get started. So the video just went live a couple of hours ago, which is the next PSP2 videos. That's just gone live to everyone. So next video should be a PSO lore video, which will be on Sunday. There'll obviously be another stream on Sunday. And I think we've got a Discord event on the Saturday as well. So if you want to hang out with anyone in the Discord community, we do a little get together every 2 weeks on Discord. So feel free to join the Discord. Also, yeah, congrats to Parkins as well for getting Parasitic Gene Flow. As is always the case as well, if you do want to play with us, we play on Lumerace, Block 2, Lobby 21. Feel free to join us. If there's any space in any of my games, the password is always stream. And all I say is that if we've got more than 4 people, just to try and rotate around each game, just so everyone gets a chance to be on the stream. Rarest in 20 years? I think so. The only other really rare thing I've ever found in PSO is Yasha on Sega Blue Burst. But that was during a double drops event. So it was like, that was about 1 in 33,000, I think. I worked out for this Psycho one with the current rate, it works out at about 1 in 39,000, I think it is, from Lilies. Because it's about 1 in 263 at the minute for Lily to be a rare one. And then about 1 in 145 at the moment for the Lily to drop Psycho Wand. So yeah, about 1 in 30 something thousands, so a little bit rarer than Yasha. Very nearly done on normal, level 41. I've had 1 Alrapi, 3 Dar Lilies so far. It's always the case, every time that you do normal, the rare enemies will show up. At least they give you a bit more experience, I guess. 50 times more rare than a shiny in Pokemon. Yeah, some of the rates in PSO are ridiculous. But yeah, we just did it as like one run just because we were sick of hunting the Seal J side for a bit. Did one run and it showed up and dropped it. It's like, alright. I see we're playing episode 3. You saw level 30 offensive spells like 1 in 100k. It's even worse than that, actually. They tend to start at about 1 in 500k. Up to about 1 in a million. They're probably the rarest things in the game. I have no idea why they decided to make level 30 attack text that rare, but they did. Yeah, don't expect to see one. I've seen level 30 attack text drop. I've never had one. I've seen Gizonde 30 drop which Draken got, and I have also seen Grant's 30 drop, which Mist got, but I've never actually got one myself. Used to grind hours and hours for rare items on the GameCube version offline. Offline's rough. It's not bad for some items, but there are some things that were just almost impossible to get offline. I mean, Seal J Sword is a prime example of that. Trying to get that offline is just miserable. I see Draxen Let's Tower. I'm all for Tower. Give me Rathoy 30 on Phonium. That would be really nice. And that is also the case, LJP. Yeah, if you're playing a cast, you can guarantee that you'll get mine material drops and fluids will drop all the time. Hey, Vomzel. You got the rare drop from Sinnoh's twice, the wrong Sinnoh. So 2 V501s but no dress plate. Oof. But yeah, for something like Seal J Sword, if you're trying to hunt that offline, your only option, unless you get the download quest from some private servers, your only option is to run Seaside and get 1 Gigu at the end. At a 1 in 12,500 rate. Please do not hunt Seal J Sword if you're just offline. It's bad enough hunting it online, honestly. It's gone. Yeah, for anyone who might not be aware, who maybe hasn't played Ephinea in a little while, it is currently the anniversary event. So we currently have absolutely crazy drop rates, experience. The experience, I think, is on about 200% now. And rare drops up to about 145. It's obscene. I have gone up 10 levels since the start of this event with this character, which is just not right. I'm going to hit 200 in a few days. You did say hang out. Oh, no worries, dude. Get going, guys. SJS isn't going to find himself. I mean, since you put it that way. Yeah, Gigu is not hiding, but Gigu is hiding the rares. Well, to be honest, it's not even hiding the rares. It's just giving me badges and photon drops constantly. Got one already. Sure, 2 would be nice. I swear to God, if we hunt SJS and you get another one. You want to break boxes with a TGS too. Everyone wants a TGS. I will make a Skylight Tower run then, since everyone wants TGS apparently. I think I said it, but if you want to join any of our games, password is always stream. Yeah, if you are leveling a low-level character or you want to hunt something, this is the best time to do it. How long does the event last? Just started in the server this week after finding some of your videos. First of all, welcome to Ephinea, and thanks for watching the videos. The event is on for, I want to say it's about another week and a half. Somewhere around there. Which, believe me, is enough time to get a lot of levels. It's a really, really good time to start. Actually, you've picked the best time to start Ephinea. This is like a once-a-year event they do, so 2.5 million to next level. I'm at 3.6 mil at the minute. Looks like I am about 9 million experience off 200. Yeah, I'm going to easily hit 200. You got time? Yeah, easily. I mean, I'm not sure what level you're at the moment, but the experience is so dumb at the minute that you will just power level. Also, I know in our Discord as well, there has been a couple of people that have been doing slightly lower level stuff as well. So, you know, it could be an idea to go there, get some teams together. I'm always happy to help out with slightly lower difficulties as well if I've got time. Do I have all my tower stuff with me? Yes, I do. Yeah, that demon shot you were using yesterday, that was amazing. Like, particularly for the big dead lily spawns, it was just wrecking them. Got your dark floor. That's what we like to hear. Hit level 20 last night. Oh, cool. What class are you playing, Catan? So played so much PSO throughout your life, but you like to use experience in the server, getting further than you got when you were younger, which shouldn't be hard. Yeah, I mean, like I said, at the moment, the experience is so stupid that you will level really quick, so I don't know how far you got before, but yeah, you could probably get quite far even in a week and a half. A banner better not be a SJS sword. Good. Oh, you're playing HughCast? Yeah, HughCast is super popular. Yeah, we're also getting 400 drops all the time because the latest boost that we got unlocked was 10% increase to 400 drops, which is both good and terrible. Great because 400 drops are useful. Less good because it now means it's 10% more 400 drops from gig use. Yeah, HughCast is super strong. And more or less all you need with the HughCast later on is just a disco bread number hit. That's it. You'll use it one day. I feel like I'm about the only hunter in the team that doesn't have a dark floor. I'm trying to think if we've got any other banners since last stream, so obviously I got the Cycle 1 banner, and Porkin's got a banner for Parasite Gene Floor. Did anyone else get a banner? Hit level 20 last night, but don't worry. I've got 20 years with this game. Used to go back onto the PSO World website for your guides. PSO World was where I used to hang out all the time as well. Actually, I wrote a guide on PSO World, actually. Many, many years ago. It's just as well that I have a decent Monkey King bar, because that is a PD and a badge from Mirror Carols already. Use PSO World for the Soul of Steel guide. Yeah, it's a bit weird, PSO World. It's the stuff that's up there for PSO is still really useful. There's still a load of really good information on there. And it's one of the few places that still has a working section ID calculator as well, so if you don't want to work it all out yourself, it's one of the few places that still has one. But I don't really know what happened with the site, but it seemed like about halfway through Japanese PSO 2, they just stopped updating. I guess maybe different members of staff moved on or something. Not really sure. But yeah, the site just seemed to just stop getting updated. Which is kind of a shame because it used to be one of the best places for PSO. Well, it was kind of simultaneously the best and the worst. Because if you know anything about PSO back in the day, you also know it was full of people causing drama as well. And PSO World was kind of renowned for it. Yeah, so I've decided those the big flowers that instant kill you, they drop Monkey King bar for my section ID. I do already have a Black King bar though. It's just here you don't really use any melee at all. You basically just spam demons on everything. Trying to find the 3 Magsaw points for Solar Steel was a nightmare. Ended up getting the locations from post on game FAQs. Honestly, I don't think I'd be able to remember because it's been so long since I've done Solar Steel. It's one weapon you've always wanted to get but never have. Yeah, I mean, the downside with Black King bar is you can only get it if you play online. So back in the day, if you were an offline player, you just couldn't get it unless you hacked. Because the item you need to make the Monkey King bar into a Black King bar was through like an online trade only. It's a really, really strong weapon though. I mean, Black King bar is like the strongest double saber in the game. Which, I don't know how I feel about it because as much as I like Black King bar, you'd think that something like double cannon would be stronger for how hard double cannon is to get. But it isn't, double cannon is weaker. Just one of these things about PSO that makes no sense. Hey, Mr. Tortoise. Happy hunting, thanks very much. It would be nice to get a banner drop on stream because we've gone for a few streams without one now. And we seem to have this curse where as soon as I stop streaming, something rare drops. Yeah, one of the little changes that's happened since the last stream is I have finally managed to unseal my Swordsman's Law, so I now have proof of Sword Saint. Which doesn't help me at all here because I'm not using any melee weapons. It's all about the rule of cool, whatever weapon looks the most badass. I mean, that's how you're meant to play, yeah. For what it's worth, if I had a double cannon, I would use it over a Black King bar. But I do not have a double cannon. I don't even have a Lavis cannon, so we're a little bit off that. That's why I use photon launchers. Photon launchers do look really cool. I do wish they were better. They are really cool looking guns. Nope, Miss got a Yamigara suit. Cool. Also, I think after this stream, I might hit the requirements for Twitch affiliate. I think. So we'll see if Twitch get in touch. You get to restart your hunt for a photon launcher with it soon. That'll keep you entertained for a while. You got a banner for your mat count. Yeah, if you ever want to feel better, just do, /mat count and just make your own banner. If the game won't give you one, just make your own. You're a part of the bot. Thanks, Kelniath. Yeah, again, I still find it funny that they basically come in, try dropping a link, which gets locked anywhere, and they never do anything else. It's like, thanks, you just kind of add into my chat engagement, so that's fine. Always seems to be on Twitch, though. Don't seem to get them on YouTube, for whatever reason. It's not appeared on your chat. Maybe because it knows that you'll ban it. It would be very nice if the game would let me leave this Skyly tower hell. Because contrary to what you might think, I would like to stop running tower at some point. I was very, very lucky not to die there. Nope, still in tower hell. I appreciate the use of the TGS just to open the boxes. Because you were on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, sometimes the Twitch chat gets cut off. Ah, no worries. Yeah, I do have like my Twitch dashboard open in the background anyway, so if anything was to happen, I can sort of jump on it quite quickly. So yeah, don't worry about it. Also, I just want to say, I loved on the Discord that Mist got a red ring for his raycast. I think traded for one, because he's been having horrendous luck finding one. And you can't even see the red ring on the raycast because raycast's arms are so chunky, you can't even see it. Killing you, trying to start a war on Twitch there. Raycast is maximum chunk. I did think it was really funny though that you get this really, really rare barrier and then you can't even see it on your character just because your character is so chunky. No worries, LGP. Yeah, just do it as you want to. Yeah, so still stuck in as Jack called it, Skylight jail for SJS. Hi, Parkins. It's you, Drac. Another reason for me not to wear my Raggle ring. Do my eyes deceive me, or are you level 198? I am apparently level 198. Dude, the experience in this event is stupid. Yeah, I've now got 10 levels on just this character. Hope you're doing alright, dude, as well. But yeah, around about 9 million experience or so until 200. John Cena is hiding. I mean, I am down to do another Skylight Tower if you want. Yeah, or we can do A2. Well, do you want to do the tower first and then we can switch it up? It's like clocking in at work, isn't it? We have to do our shift of SJS runs. Just about for someone on the next run. Yeah, just play it by ear and just see how many people there is. So just rotate around if you need to. Well, my friend, tried getting into a couple of games the other day, but we met with 2 back-to-back crashes, so you just bailed. Oof. Yeah, I'm not sure if you played any more PSO playable. I'm not sure what your internet's like with it now. But yeah, if you do play it at all at the minute, the experience and everything is stupid. It's like 200% at the minute. Yeah, so we'll do another Skylight Tower, try and get SJS. Probably fail to get SJS, and then we'll do something else. Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, Mist's 4 Mile has like the biggest rest range you've ever seen, so using Dark Flow would just be impossible. That's what I mean about the experience. So someone's just hit level 200 there, and that's quite a regular banner now. Are we all doing a quick 100k gamble? Oh, go on then. Yeah, I'm on a mate. Trying to get anything good from this guy's near impossible. I think it might be the only person who would make a Dark Meteor. Dark Meteor it's an interesting weapon. It's kind of cool that it's like special shoots completely differently. It's just ultimately it's just not that strong. It's unfortunate really because they've basically made it so Dark Flow is kind of the only one that's worth using. Saw a clip of your stream the other day and Fairly said it was over 200%. So it was over 200 in that quest because we were doing the Raggle Boost Road as well. So Raggle Boost Road is still running. So you've got a 200% boost as standard plus Raggle Boost Road. So for that, I think it was higher than 200. RBI will have changed on Sunday. Yeah, so it will have changed just before the last stream. Because it was Penumbral Surge 6. Yeah, I think it's Endless Nightmare 1, Penumbral Surge 6, and something in Desert. 1300 experience per kill or something in Tower. Yeah, pretty much. Right, let's try and get out of SJS jail. Hi, Pikawood. Again, just to reiterate for anyone who might not know, we are streaming both on YouTube and on Twitch at the minute, so if you see me responding to something that's not in chat, it's probably because I'm responding to the other platform. Why did I go back to SJS jail? You volunteered for this. Do not blame me for this. That's just a silver badge. You wouldn't think that my Huniwell's ATA is maxed because, well, you just wouldn't know. The amount I miss here is ridiculous. Yeah, like LJP just posted there as well, we do have a Discord, so if anyone wants to join us over there, feel free. We do play quite a lot off stream as well, especially at the minute. Yeah, I definitely think I'm going to hit 200 soon. I'm not sure when it'll be. I have slowed down a bit. I mean, I was at a point where I was leveling every single day. I think it's generally taken me about 2 days to level now. I think by the end of the week, maybe. Parkman's got a Yamigara suit. Seems to be all we're getting today. Oh, it's got some hit on it. Oh, cool. So the reason I stand there, by the way, is because on that spawn, with lilies, if you stand near them, they don't spit. So by standing near that one, I can basically turn my back to it so it won't spit and then shoot the other one. So it means I can basically shut down 2 lilies. Yeah, honestly, I just want this SJS hunt to be over now. I'm getting very, very tired of it now. A lot less important, but the money is ridiculous. The money is also ridiculous, yeah. You don't even realise how much you're earning. I mean, when I was running SJS resets earlier, when I was running SJS resets, I was basically using charge on everything. And I still wasn't really losing that much money because I was earning so much from the mobs. Mute my BGM, but it's the same as your stream, so it fits. So we just have to sync it up, Drax, so that whatever you're running, we have to run the same area. Found out today that there's a point right in front of a Chaos Bringer that when it swipes at you, it doesn't connect. Yeah, they have a little bit of a blind spot. It's a little bit like Hilda Bears. Hilda Bears have a bit of a blind spot as well. I clear CCA, you guys clear the tower. Seems fair. So efficient we have time to save Flowen. I did always find that kind of funny with the story of PSO, that obviously you go through all the lab tests to sort of prove that you're competent enough to go and try and find what's happened to Flowen. You're telling me that you're the only hunter that is competent enough in the entire Hunters Guild? Like, what are the other hunters doing? Yeah, these guys really suck when the Steely TP, like it just did there, right on cue. It's bad enough for me, but I can imagine as a force it's really irritating. At least on it before you feel like as other hunters. Yeah, they did a good job of that. The other ones are on strike or farming. They're protesting the Tekka rates. I mean, I wouldn't blame them for that. So I've got a Victor Axe in my stash at the minute that I am deliberately trying to down tech to -5 hit, just because I think it'd be funny. And the Tekka will not give me the -10 tech. It's almost like he's trying to save me from myself. Like, why would you want to down tech it? I know for some of the other hunters were busy looking for missing people. Yeah, I mean, I suppose obviously you're assigned to looking for Flowen. I guess there's no saying what other people have been assigned to. And they do kind of tell you in the story as well that a lot of the hunters just don't make it through the hunters exam. I sort the cat out. What did you miss? Basically nothing. Certainly no SJS drop or anything. Yeah, I don't know if you saw it deployable there at the beginning of the stream, but I showed it. But I got a Psycho 1 drop a couple of days ago. That is my big find of this event so far. I do not like there's two of them there. Yeah, me and Vector, we've been hunting for SJS for quite a while. And then we decided to change it up and we did one run of caves. And we got we got 2 millilies show up in the same spawn, and one of them dropped a Psycho wand. So my Floniwell is now absolutely stacked for gear. Well, she will be when I've bothered to unseal her limiters. At the minute, unfortunately, she's running around with 2 limiters that are still sealed. Yeah, the bomb that Epsilon does a ton of damage, so I'd imagine at 142, yeah, you might not have enough health yet to actually survive it. I can't remember how much it does now. Yeah, we've had a bit of a thing for Psycho 1s, because, like I say, Mist got 2 Psycho 1s from one spawn. Which I still can't get my head round. So we both managed to get the double Millilily spawn. Then he also got the double Psycho 1 drop as well. Good to see the channel still going from strength to strength too, mate. Ah, cheers, dude. Yeah, I've been seeing that you've been posting a bit about Lord of the Rings lately, so I think Kilniath posted in your Discord actually that I think there's just been a new Lord of the Rings game announced or something. I know it was a game about Moria, but I can't remember what it was called or what kind of game it is. Playing it currently, it's awesome. Oh, cool. What kind of game is it, Kilniath? It's been out a while. Return to Moria. Okay. Wasn't Gollum 2, was it? I mean, to be honest, the Gollum devs are probably... Well, I think the studio went under for that, didn't it? After they released Gollum. But I bet they didn't think it wouldn't be the worst game of the last year or so. Not that I'm saying that Concord is a terrible game as such, it's just it released at the wrong time in the bad section of the market. Oh my god, did you both get a badge and a photon drop from Geeky's? I'm glad it spared me that. You think it closed the studio? Yeah, I think the game did so badly, I think they did just close it. Well, they either closed it or they got closed, one of the two. Thank you for the follow. To be fair, Concord seems pretty bad. I think from what I've seen about it, it seems to be a reasonably competent enough game, but just utterly forgettable and not revolutionary in the slightest. I think a few people were saying it's a very, very slow game as well. Checked out the Concord drama, yikes. Yeah, it's rough. There's another game going through the same kind of thing at the minute, the game called Dustborn. That's getting terrible player counts as well. I think Dustborn might be even worse than Concord for player counts. I checked on Steam charts earlier and that had about 18 players. Lotro stuff is going well, which is great. Oh, cool. Good to hear that. And obviously it kind of sucked when you couldn't redo the PSO content, but I'm glad that the Lotro stuff's working out for you. Well, still no SJS, to the surprise of no one. Skyly was spared by getting nothing. I'll take that, to be honest. My heart sinks every time I see a red box from a Geeky and it's not sealed yet. Meanwhile, PSO player count. Yeah, I mentioned it on last stream, but PSO Ephinea was actually outperforming Concord. The visuals are not very appealing in both games. There's just a personal taste. Oh, totally, yeah. For me, I mean, those kind of games like Concord are not really my kind of game anyway, so I was never going to be part of the target market for it anyway. But from what I've seen of it, it just looks really, really bland. And considering it took about 8 years to make and cost about $100 million, oof. It's apparently a lot of people's taste not to like it. I mean, I know some people have been saying that they're apparently struggling to get queues for it already. So it doesn't hold that much hope. I think really there's only a few ways that it goes with Concord. It's either going to go on to PS Plus free to play, and then they'll just sunset it quietly, or I think in a few months it'll just shut down. I just don't see any other option for it really. About as generic as a bowl of plain rice and pasta. Maybe even just the plain rice, to be honest. It's always good to see another Hunuel. Yeah, ultimately, I think one of the problems with it was just the fact that it launched into an incredibly saturated market. I think realistically, anyone who wants to play kind of a hero shooter game is probably going to be playing one of the big ones. And why would you try something like that? It's the Uncle Ben's of game releases. Hearing you still have 2 limiters surprised me. Yeah, well, one of the limiters I found months and months ago, and it's been on my Harassment, and the thing is, when you play party play with a Harassment, you don't tend to get that many kills. So realistically, I probably need to just do some solo grinding and unseal it, or just stick it on my Harassment to get the unseal done. The second limiter I only got a couple of days ago, so even Overwatch is struggling hard. 6 to 8 year cycles to make games are just not sustainable. I think the problem is it's massive budgets and a hell of a lot of work for all the dev teams, and they're just pinning their entire hopes on the game doing well. And if you spend 6 to 8 years on a game and then it bombs, you're essentially kissing goodbye to your studio because they're not going to risk it with another 6 to 8 year project. It's not right really. I just don't think it should be like that. Almost a decade too late to the hero shooter fad. Pretty much, yeah. I think realistically, you've got a few now that are really, really well established, and if you want to play a hero shooter, you're going to play one of those. Well, having said that, I mean, if Concord did take 8 years to develop, they probably started development when hero shooters were, the new in thing, I guess. But then why would you spend 8 years on a hero shooter? Yeah, there's that new Valve one coming out as well, isn't there, as well? Is it Deadlock, is it? I think it's called. Yeah. The thing is, though, with Valve, you can pretty much guarantee that it'll be solid. Duke Nukem Forever effect, basically, yeah. So yeah, Duke Nukem Forever got delayed and delayed and delayed, and then when it did come out, it was utterly underwhelming. Kind of tipping my toes in the hard mode now. Kind of farming Float and Launcher and Mech Gun Justice. Kind of regretted not jumping into hard mode early. Yeah, you want to get into hard as soon as you can, really, because hard is at least where stuff starts dropping. I mean, you can technically get rares in normal, but the rates are abysmal. You go to sleep when your friend says, let's play a Deadlock. Yeah, Duke did have the point of being so bad it was good. Yeah, I mean, that is kind of Duke Nukem to a T. Killing some mobs in it for, don't know about what hit is, but everything that helps with crowd control is welcome. So hit percentage basically just gives you increased accuracy. So if you have a weapon that has 20% hit, it will give you 20 ATA, which is your accuracy. So you're just more likely to hit with it. So hit is pretty much always valuable, apart from maybe for force weapons. S-Parts version 201. So for that, you can either hunt it on normal for quite a few IDs, about 1 in 10k, I think it is, or you can hunt it on Oran in Ultimate. And that's your only options. minus 5 hit P wand. I couldn't do it with mine. One, because mine didn't have hit. And mine had like, it was 15 machine anyway, so I couldn't really down tech mine into negative anywhere. But Miss could have done. Just want to say hi. Thanks for your vids. You inspired me to get back on and try HuCast for the first time since 2014. Oh, cool. Got to hear that. There's been a lot of HuCasts lately. A lot of people picking them up. I'm good to have you, Kill Kojo, as well. You got level 1 to 17 in one TEF run. Yeah, we can run something else anyway. So, as usual, we can just rotate around. So we've done a couple of Skyline runs, so I am happy to change ID if you want. Am I a joke character now because my photon launcher hunt is folly? Can I suggest something? Feel free. I think it'd be cool to show on stream. Go on. Skylight Endless Quest Ep 2. Honestly, I am for that. I have never done one. I have a feeling it's an Ephinea exclusive thing, isn't it? Because I don't remember it existing on the Sega servers. I've never tried it. Humal, yes, so yeah, so you probably mean Hugh Newell, which is the class that I am at the minute. Yeah, for some reason they decided not to make a Humal. The only Humal in PSO is Regin Rico, technically. I think it got cut in development, I think. Yes, you can use Proof of Sword Saint if you go Humal. Minsk is kind of Humal, I guess, because yeah, I guess they just melee with the Galatine. You can get away with it though. Happy PSO is still alive and thriving. Definitely one of the best games ever made. Totally agree. Yeah, I am happy to do... do you want me to make it on Skylight or do you want to do yellow? I don't know what's in the quest, so I don't know what the best ID for it is. Everything Ep 2 is in the quest. Okay. Yeah, I would say yellow balls then maybe. Before my data corruption, I was at 36 mines runs and only found 2 launchers, one at 15 machine, the other was all zeros. Yeah, the chance of getting hit in the lower difficulties is quite hard. You don't regret going Raymal on Ephinea. Raymal's, it's a really good class. So you essentially have most of the advantages of Hugh and able to use all the range weapons, so it is pretty strong. So yeah, feel free to join anyone that's on. So again, just try and rotate around just so everyone gets a chance to be on. You'll do a hilarious pause photo when you get one and post it to Discord. You'll sit out the next one, Vector. Yeah, sure, if you want to. Yeah, no worries, Vector. Yeah, that's fine. So it does kind of scare me that this is going to be everything in Ep 2. I've never done this before, so I've got no idea how it works. Each stage of this has some rules that affect your score. Oh, okay. So, is this quite similar to the Endless Quest from PSO 2 then? Because that sounds familiar. Okay. Fair enough. Yes, I've done the endless question episode in PSO 2. So it'd be quite interesting to see how this works. There are some that are like, don't use mega, don't use charge. Don't heal. Okay. So we've got one more slot for anyone who wants to join. Try to read them when they're sure. I will try to remember. Very happy with your recast. Also, I think Beamer was a good mag choice. Getting shifted D-band when you get to 100% means you technically get to use twins twice. Oh, cool. Yeah, the shifted D-band trigger for mags is actually reasonably useful for casts. Well, we lose then. If you read them out loud, we also benefit. I will try. I am balancing a lot of things here. Duari has a good home on your Huka seal. Yeah, I mean, generally I don't use a lot of shifted D-band mags, but on cast they definitely do have a use. You want to redo your AMR mag to get a ghast, yeah? No one wants to do this quest. Everyone's too scared. You can get 85% trigger rate on boss and 100 PB. Yeah, that's crazy. Agastio is the one you get from the Liberta kit, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I think Skyly gets that now. I'm sure Skyly gets it from... It might be from Dolphin and Claire now. Because obviously the drops got changed around. Okay, Vumzel said he's going to join, so... yeah, so we do have a fourth. %101% sync, what's that? All I know is 0. I'm right there with you. This is what happens when you run for CLJS hard. You never get any synchro on your mag. If it was Skyline, we could also get SJS here. Depends how many gig gears there is. I don't know if the stages are randomized. Yeah, like I said, I've never done this before, so I've got no idea. Also, do you have any controller setup suggestions? Curious on what your setup is. So, for controller, I use it's an 8-bit door controller, which is that one. I basically have this set up. This was actually detected automatically, so I didn't have to do any specific setup. For some controllers, you might have to add Ephinea through Steam. And you might have to set up like Steam input because it is a bit dodgy with controller sometimes. And then I use my keyboard buttons for any of the palette at the bottom of the screen. Also, I saw some comment there about my my palette. Yeah, don't copy my palette. My palette on my Honeywell is absolutely cursed. Right, let's see what this is like. Avoid taking damage. I'm a hunter. That's not going to happen. I've already taken damage. also like how the objective thing blocks half of my my weapon palette, so I can't actually see my weapon palette when the objective thing's on. Yeah, it's alright. I lost immediately, Vector. 8-bit Zo controller, literally the ultimate controller. I've got no complaints with mine. In regards to its reliability, anyway. The only thing I don't really like on it... 9 penalties, okay. Yeah, the only thing I don't really like on it is... the bumpers. Avoid healing. That should be fine. I like how it's avoid healing, so Vector's like, I'm going to use Berserk. And he paid the price for it. Yeah, they said the only thing I don't really like on mine is the bumpers. I feel like to me, they feel like they stick a bit too far out the controller. But that is literally the only thing I'm not as keen on. Yeah, I just feel killing out that they protrude a little bit from the controller a little bit too much. Ooh, someone just found well, essentially a 45 hit limb. Very nice. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm not keen on. Do you use analog camera control? I actually don't. The reason for that is just because I'm really old school PSO player and I'm a bit stuck in my ways and I'm just used to the normal controls for PSO. From what I've heard though, most people who use it like it. Avoid healing. If I revive you, does it count as me healing you because I'm giving you health? Set the rear paddles as bumpers win. This one I've got doesn't have rear paddles. Let's see. It's just one of those in the back. This is a fairly cheap one. Mine is less ultimate than yours. Yeah, I mean, I think it is still called an 8-bit Zo Ultimate, but there's like several versions of it. I need to go for this warp because there is a photon drop here somewhere. Avoid healing. I said that, and as I was saying that, I immediately wanted to just use Resta. Just feels right to snap the camera around. Yeah, I think it's because I'm so used to it. It just feels kind of wrong having analog control to me. It is probably better, honestly, but I'm just so used to playing like this that it's a kind of a hard habit to get out of now. Avoid healing and defeat enemies within 75 seconds. Got any favourite music from PSO? So I do like this music that's on now, the seabed music. I've always liked that. For the most part though, I think central control area, because I think pretty much everyone who plays PSO loves the central control area music. I really like the Ruins music as well. They're probably my favourites from PSO, I think. Oh, you got the one that's PC and Switch. Yeah, so on mine, so the button notation on mine is more like an Xbox controller rather than the Switch one. Gal Griffin is also peak. We can't heal, can we? This is going to really suck. I'm guessing I can heal you after we've done the stage. I'm going to assume. Avoid taking damage. Yeah, let's see how long that lasts. I'll go from his peak, but Runes is the perfect blend of epic and unnerving. Yeah, Runes does an amazing job of setting the atmosphere for the area. As soon as you go into Runes, you just know that things are going seriously wrong. And there is this like overwhelming sense of just complete worry and kind of trepidation, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of hard to avoid penalties when you get repeatedly hit by a Baron's missile. Avoid losing Mazetta. Aww. No charge then, huh? To be fair, when you use it for PC games, the buttons are all back to front since the Switch ones, but you get used to it. Yeah, that's the only thing I didn't like about using the Switch Pro controller. It took me forever to get used to the different button notation. That's not just a problem with the Switch Pro controller, though. It's the same when I play Switch games as well. If I play a Switch game and it says B, I will hit where B is on an Xbox. Who used charge? Oh, you dropped one Mazetta. Avoid losing Mazetta again. I'm very lucky to have not died there. This is quite interesting though. I like how they've basically taken a quest type that's in PSO 2 and applied it to PSO. Oh, we've got 3084 flowers. No hit on it though, unfortunately. Not that I really need one because I've got a monster 3084 already. But you know, if the game did want to drop like a 60 hit 3084, that would be nice. Avoid healing. You would think that avoid losing Mazette would be like the easiest thing ever. Everyone just can't help using charge. Or dropping money. GameCube is still your favourite controller of all time. It's so comfortable to use. I actually agree with you. I absolutely love how the GameCube controller feels in your hand. It's just, for me, it's like the right size and everything, and all the buttons are exactly where I'd want them. Like a really small thing as well, but I also really like on the GameCube how the analog stick is sort of segmented into like 8-way. So around the analog stick, the plastic that surrounds it, the analog kind of sets into like 8 different ways rather than just being round. I actually really like that. Avoid healing. So I am not going to use Berserk on him. You wish all analog sticks were notched. I have a hard time walking 100% forward. Yeah, I always kind of walk slightly off on PSO now, where on GameCube you'd always walk perfectly straight forward because of the way the analog stick was. I wonder if getting rid of poison counts as healing. Probably not. Yeah, this is quite a cool quest type, actually. I actually totally forgot this is a thing in Ephinea. Yeah, I've never seen it. So in PSO 2, there was something very, very similar to this. So this is clearly what it's based on. You basically just keep going until you run out of time. Avoid healing. I will say that it doesn't seem like there's too many different objectives. Yeah, it's interesting because it makes you play a little bit differently. For some reason I cannot hit that, so no. There we go. One of the objectives should be cease forest, yeah, if only. No one would take any notice of it though, I mean, given what's happening in the event. Yeah, seriously, if you look at the Ephinea event points at the minute, people will not stop running forest. Desert is getting quite bad as well. Actually got no penalties. Let's go. Avoid taking damage. This will be very hard in Seabed. Yeah, avoid taking damage in Seabed is almost impossible. 72,783 forest clears. Yep. There we go, taking damage. There's just so many things that have long range or AoE in Seabed, it's like near impossible. My boy is Dell Depth Club. I mean, I can clear this, you know, only getting hit once or twice. But, I mean, expecting you to not get hit by Dell Biters is kind of asking a lot. I mean, good luck dodging that. Yeah, we've got 14 penalties on that stage. Avoid losing Mazetta. So the game tried to troll me there by giving me a badge drop from a Gigu. What the game fails to remember is that this is not a Skyly game. So I don't care. Avoid losing Mazetta zips up wallet. Yeah, I do not care about these guys at all unless it's a Skyly game. Where does Trick Track play again? VR Runes or somewhere in Episode 2? It plays in Spaceship in Episode 2. Speaking of Trick Track as well, the latest limited quest on PSO2 NGS actually has Trick Track as the BGM. Also, I didn't see what the objective was there. So, who knows what it is? That is a final impact, so I'm not even picking that up. No charge, fair enough. It's your old favourite song, stuck in your head for the rest of your life, even after playing. Yeah, Trick Track's an amazing song. I love that track. Well, that seemed like a nice, easy way of getting some time back, at least. You need to use the bathroom so bad. Avoid healing and defeat enemies within 60 seconds. That is asking a lot. Someone just got a Heaven Punisher with 20 hit. Not in our party, I hasten to add. Also, Cease Forest. That's part of Trick Track. Yes, I did hear it. Yeah, getting Heaven Punisher is like a big enough drop, but getting one with hit. I mean, not that you really use Heaven Punisher for anything other than the special, which always hits anywhere. I mean, I guess you could use it to make a Mil Martor with hit. Also, yes, I just healed. You did get a Psycho one with hit. Yeah, melee 4 mile when with a Psycho wand. It's also a Phantasy Star 1 reference, which makes it 100 times cooler. Oh, cool. Avoid using Hell or Megid. And of course it gives us Seabed, where Hell and Megid are the best things ever. Interestingly, it says avoid using Hell or Megid. I wonder if you could use like one of the worst ones, like Dark, and get away with it. I'm getting plenty of photon drops, so you can definitely feel the 10% boost we're getting. Yeah, I know we talked a bit about like melee with the rods. I forgot there is actually a rod that is designed for melee. I think it's called Valkyrie, I think. It's basically a rod that just has really high attack power. But it's designed for melee. I think that's a built-in Heavenly Battle. It's still terrible. Like, you're never going to use it. Photon drops still make you want pair drops. Oh, Scorn got a Zanba. Very nice. Avoid death in central control area. You're out of your mind. Yeah, it also has a built-in HP revival for some reason. I guess the implication of that is, I think in the description for it, it mentions about giving you like eternal youth or something. So I'm guessing the HP revival is meant to indicate that, maybe. Yeah, I've got one. Yeah, it just looks like a huge like pole arm or like a spear or something, or it's a sword on the end of a stick. Avoid death shouldn't be too bad, as long as we don't get mirror carols. Well, it's central control area, so you know we're gonna get mirror carols. Or not. That was actually really easy. Avoid taking damage. Look, we've discussed this. It's not going to happen. The Belras are the main problem because they're quite hard to consistently avoid. Does that count as taking damage? Because we just got killed. I did avoid taking damage, yeah. You forgot about Berserk. Avoid healing, which is probably not great for Vector. I guess at that point, if you can't heal anyway, you probably would just spam Berserk if you're on that health anywhere. That is a 25 hit Gearbolg. Because apparently we needed that. Also, am I going to die immediately as soon as this Floating Blast ends from this Barons? No. Somehow. Area 20, that's 20 objective. Don't let their enemies have their way with you. Room fills with Delbiters, Teldeps, and Mirror Carols. I heard Arrester. Who forgot the objective? Avoid losing Mazetta on Gal Griffin. Okay. This way, if I was a ranger, I'd be laughing because I just use Cannon Rouge instead. So, I guess. Use a shot weapon. Yeah, I mean, you could use basically anything that's multi-target on Gal. $198 suit to 200. Any luck so far today? Not so much today. We've had a few drops like Yami Garasus and a couple of things like that, but nothing uber. Yeah, 198, yeah. It's just because of how ridiculous the experience is at the minute. Oh no. That's really bad news. So we have hit the threshold for Gal Griffin. Where his tornadoes don't knock me down anymore. That is terrible news. You love this track. Yeah, Gal Griffin's theme's really, really good. I think it's a combination of, health and defense. It's mostly tied to your health. Yeah, it really, really sucks. So we're now on the second lap and we now get reduced invincibility chance. I don't think mine triggered anywhere, so... Laughs in 0% synchro. Yeah, if you want to go to the bathroom now is the time. Yeah, it basically, it's essentially just keeps going until we run out of time. I guess the way it works is, you know, eventually you'll get more and more negatives against you, so... How do you like Endless? I think it's a pretty cool game mode. It's cool to see them actually bring in like PSO 2 stuff over to PSO. But I don't think it's something I'll do very often because obviously with the maps being quite random, it's kind of hard to hunt anything in them. Well, it's a really cool idea though. I do like they brought it over. I will just team point that Flowns, I think, because there's not any hit, unfortunately. Just make sure I am team pointing the right one. Oops, someone just got a Psycho one from Melody. Welcome to the club. Talk to Momoka. Ah, will do. Didn't seem like it was endless though. So basically the way it works is it's laps, so we could keep going if we wanted to. So there's a little portal out here, so we can just keep going and it will keep on lapping until you run out of time. But it will be, as far as I know, it'll be like the same, more or less the same loops, possibly. I've just put a little fan on next to me just because it's getting really, really warm at the minute. If you can hear it on the mic or anything, just let me know. Yeah, it's not really ideal for hunting. It's a cool quest type though. I like how Momoka has just taken control of the lab. Like, what have you done to Natasha? Momoka isn't the best when it comes to considering the safety of others, so she just sent us into the grinder, basically. Thanks, no. Can't hear any fan art, good to know. Yeah, just let me know if you hear it. I can move it if I need to. Minsk is quite tall, actually, calling him Little Fan. But yeah, thanks for reminding me about that mission, Drac. I totally forgot it existed. Yeah, I'm always down to do that. It's a nice little change, honestly, and it sort of breaks up the monotony, the monotony of hunting SJS constantly. Have you done any challenge mode? Yeah, so we have done episode 1 challenge mode. We did most of it on stream as well. There is, if you look on the YouTube VODs of the live streams, they're from quite a few months ago now, but we did do episode 1. We didn't do every single stage on stream, but we did the majority of them on stream. I am planning on doing episode 2 challenge mode at some point. And if you're wondering what S rank I got a Hell Slicer from it. What's your second favourite PSO game behind the original? Probably Phantasy Star Portable 2 Infinity. That is a fantastic game. Very, very full featured. There's a absolute ton of things to do at end game. And it's also a bit of an homage to PSO as well. So I really, really like that game. We're playing through the base PSP2 at the moment on the YouTube channel. So those videos go live once a week. I do plan on going through Infinity at some point. I think what I'm going to do though is once I finish base game PSP2, I'll probably give it a couple of weeks break and then I'll start Infinity. PS0 is your guilty pleasure. I wish more people had tried it. Yeah, I've only played a tiny bit of PS0. I did a video on that on my YouTube channel as well, which was my first impressions of the game. I liked it reasonably well enough. I will probably play a little bit more of it, but as much as I want to play it, I think there are other games I prefer so far. A couple of weeks break isn't enough time for a PS0 playthrough. Yeah, the Hell Slice is really good. The only downside is it's kind of awkward to use with my Honeywell. I basically have to use the SNS accuracy glitch to hit anything with it. But it's still really nice though. Oh, you recently got a Vita? Oh, cool. Yeah, Nova is one of the ones I've never tried because I never had a PS Vita, so that's one Phantasy Star I've never played. Why isn't Red Ring actually red, by the way? It's more like pink. Maybe they didn't want to call it Pink Ring Rico. That's all we'll say on that. Yeah, so I'm up for another run. Is there anything that anyone's actually wanted to hunt for while we've got this anniversary going that we haven't hunted for already? I know obviously everyone wants to hunt SJS sword. I know you're all keen, but I am also aware that other people probably want to hunt stuff as well. Back on your phone now, chilling and watching stream. Oh, cool. Oh god, everyone hide vectors here. Limiter. Yeah, I'm cool hunting limiter if you want to. The 101, the 801, lane with hit, Galatine with hit. Is there any way we can combine some of those into one hunt? I don't know if there's a way we can get more than one of those in an area. I mean, I suppose technically Pink'll A2, but that would only have one chance at limiter. Green will get two of those. No limiter, okay. Well, we've got a bit of time, so yeah, we could do a run for limiter, then we can do a run for either V101 or 801 or lame. You can sit out if blitzwing once you spot, however. Yeah, I mean, I'll just leave it up to you guys. I'm happy for people to just rotate around. Okay, doing anything. So you're gonna eat Drac, okay, fair enough. Well, what we could do then is, do you want to start off with no limiter? I'm trying to what the best idea for us would be to do that, yeah, because I think Whitehill's one of the better ones. So yeah, we could do Heaven Striker if you want. I mean, if you want, I can bring my Phonuel if you want, because she's Red Rear as well. So she gets Heaven Striker from Desert as well. It's up to you. Yeah, you can either go for Purple Numb Condryu, or we can go for Red Rhea Pyrogorons. I don't really know what the best option is for Heaven Striker. Also, someone who's got a Mega level 30 disc. Very nice. Also, it was someone called Fui. So Fui found Mega level 30. You'd think they get Fui 30, but... Purple gets V8 or 1 off for Pazuzu, so there's a chance for that. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, do you want to do a Purple Numb Point and Disaster then? Sure, bring out the P wand. Can do. Yeah, I'll go get my Funuel. I suppose I need to use the Psycho wand on stream, don't I, really? Kids having to, it's the only Uber I've got. I mean, I guess you count Red Ring maybe, but... I was going to say, yeah, as soon as I said that, I was thinking that you might have something to say about that. As far as I'm concerned, Red Ring is a lot more Uber than Psycho Wands. I mean, for you it is, because you just got, you know, stumbled upon 2 Psycho Wands. V101 is a lot more Uber than Psycho Wand. As far as I'm concerned, V101 is a myth. It's ridiculous, isn't it? There's been a few of us that have hunted V101, and it just seems to never drop. And it's not... I mean, the drop rates are not easy for it by any means, but it's not ridiculously hard, but it just doesn't drop. You got at least 3 V101s on Sinnoh Blues. That's why you never got one, Drac, because Miss got them all. I'll just be 2 seconds, guys. Ah, sorry about that. Killed so many Sinnoh Blues, the drop is a lie. Oh, the drop was a lie, yeah. I think it's only Oran now, isn't it, that gets it from Sinnohs? You got SJS 2 limbs and PD 20 times by Parons. Alright, cycle 1 time. Yeah, Psycho Wand is such a cool weapon. It's actually an Uber that's actually useful as well. Because quite a few of the Uber rares are actually outclassed by other stuff, but Psycho Wand is really, really useful. The only thing I remember about it is just to try not to kill myself with it. For anyone who might not know, that the way that Psycho 1 works is basically it halves your TP costs, but it takes the full TP cost off your HP. So you can see every time I cast it, it hurts me a bit. Guess guy has to start horsing Oran Lost Soul Blade. I mean, yeah, I don't mind. I mean, anytime you want to run it, I'm happy to. I can't guarantee it'll make V101 materialize, but to be honest, I mean, running Oran Mind is probably a good thing anyway, because Oran Mind is just ridiculously busted. It's nice to see your TP is still full after casting so many texts of Ephinea well. That's honestly the best thing about it. I mean, obviously the boost to the raw texts are really good as well, but just having the half TP usage is massive for Ephinea well. Because you are at a bit of a disadvantage compared to Phonium. Because with Phonium you can also use things like Mother Garb to further reduce TP costs. But that is Phonium only. Oh, Blood's got a Yarn Mirror. Cool. I forget S-Path is worth the same as V101. Yeah, because that's one of the big advantages of Oran in Ultimate Minds, that you can still get S-Paths. Which are not only good anyway, but yeah, as you said, you can sell them for, you know, the same kind of price as V101 anywhere. And we literally just missed one Rappy. How did this one Rappy just avoid everything? You always found Smoking Plate to be a weird Phonium exclusive. Yeah, Phonium for some reason has like 3 exclusive armors. As Smoking Plate in the older versions, and then in Blue Burst you get Mother Garb and Mother Garb Plus, which are all Phonium exclusive. He's a Matrix Rappy. Yeah, it is an absolute revelation though, only using this much TP. The other thing is, as well, at the minute is my Ephinea well's got less TP than usual at the minute anyway, because I'm using 2 limiters. When you get a depth, don't forget to put a Psycho Wand under it in the inventory. Yeah, I was reading that. Something to do with the order the game works the TP usage out. So I suppose the easiest way of doing that is maybe after you finish playing, deposit your Psycho Wand in your bank, and then when you get it out, just pull, you know, when you play the character again, pull the Psycho Wand back out the bank, so it goes at the bottom of your inventory. The really funny thing is, I actually heal by less with Psycho 1 than most of my other weapons because for some reason it doesn't boost your mental strength. You would think that like one of the best nuking weapons in the game for a force would boost your mental strength, but no. I guess it does give you a 30% boost to your Ratex though, so you know. But yeah, I mean, for a phony world to use like half my TP going through all of Crater, that's actually good. Yeah, I definitely need to put some time in though to unseal on those limiters. Yeah, it's purple none this vector, so it's not a limiter, unfortunately. Well, it's unfortunate that it's not a limiter, but also I don't really mind getting badged because I can't remember what Astax drop on purple num. Is it Yatna Mirror or something else? I know we got a Yatna Mirror earlier in the run. I don't know if that's from Astax or not. And I really don't know the purple num flow charts. It is Yatna Mirror, okay. I mean, Yatna Mirror is good, but I've already got one that's fairly decent stats, so I'm not too concerned about getting another one. I don't know why, but you thought all of our Raker Seals were blue. Yep, let's got a smart link. That's a very, very useful unit. I would even venture to say that Smart Link might be almost required gear for hunters. It is nice running something other than SJS for a while. Yeah, Cactus need nerfs. Cactus tech OP. Yeah, the really funny thing is, yeah, you can actually use the cactus to your advantage, can you? So if you're about to get hit by a huge attack, you can literally just run into a cactus. I can't remember how well it works in multiplayer, but I know in single player you can do it fairly well. Two dye fluids. Far too generous. What were they feeding that rappy? Other rappies. Yeah, spam Gifoy cactus tech. It's honestly, it sounds weird, but it's gonna be a surprise, but it's actually quite nice to run F4. Just because I feel like I've ran so much F2 in the last few days. One thing I do need to get for this Ephinea world is I could really do with getting a Rabata merge and possibly a Gifoy merge as well. I do have a red merge for that I can use, but it would be nice to get a Gifoy merge as well. Rafoy merge in cycle 1 is pretty strong. I think I'm using a Rafoy one at the minute. Yeah. What are the BB force shields these days? So honestly, the force shields in Blue Burst are kind of similar to what you use in episode 1 and 2. So generally, quite often you will just use merges. There is a couple of differences. So obviously Red Ring is always going to be great. For Razonde, you don't tend to use a Razonde merge. You tend to use this one called 3 Seals instead. And this gives you the same effect as a Razonde merge. I believe it can also occasionally nullify damage. I think. Unless I'm confusing that with another shield. But yeah, generally it's very similar to episode 1 and 2. No luck with Condrio, unfortunately. This guy sucks. They need to change what this guy drops, because him dropping Dragon Scale for every ID is awful. I mean, it's a useful mag cell, but do you really want it from every single ID? I have no idea what you're weak to. I haven't got the episode 4 boss weaknesses down yet. I can never remember which ones are weak to what. So I know it's different for all 3 of them. You should drop Condrio's drop split at a low rate. I'd be fine with that. Or if he had his own drops that weren't just Dragon Scale. I don't mind him dropping Dragon Scale for like a couple of IDs, but it would just be a bit better if it was a bit more varied, because it just feels boring fighting this guy, honestly, because it's the same drop for every single ID. I like how Mist is just like, yeah, I'm not going in that. I totally get it. Why does Ep4 have 3 final boss variants? Who knows? So villain, it's not fire. Is it ice? We'll find out when he stops knocking me over. This boss also has the really dirty tactic of still being able to hit you during photon blasts. It's not intended, but he does it. Which is the rare one? The rare one is the green one, so Condrio. So basically the way it works is, in regular desert runs and in some of the maximum attack quests and government quests, the normal version of the boss is Sam Million, which is the red one. The rare version of him is Condrio, which is the green one. And then in this quest only, maybe some custom quests, there is Shamberton, which is this one, who's the blue one, as the normal version of the boss, so he replaces Sam Million, but he still has the same rare version. I don't know why they did it. It's super weird. And there's not really any differences between them, the way they fight. They just have slightly different stats and different resistances. That's about it. I did way more damage than I thought it would. Life of a Ephinea world. So yeah, so this guy is the normal one for this quest. This gets a bonus point for Gullet. Good luck. Oh, cheers, Dev. Yeah, I've said it a few times. I'm not a huge fan of the episode 4 boss, honestly. Just because I feel like a lot of his stuff isn't really that avoidable. It's mainly the beam that he does when he's in the cave at the back. You just can't really do much about it. He's such a weird final boss as well. Especially after you fought things like Dark Falls and Olgafloor in 1 and 2. Then just fighting random worm in episode 4. Another is the Ep 4 story, but yeah, I don't feel like it holds up as well. Well, there's a 50-hit fire ray gun. He dropped nothing for you. You should drop something, because I think he should be on 100% DAR at the minute. Or close to it anyway, I would have thought. Oh, you're filtering out garbage, I know it is. About to lose my mind spamming SS for gold. Only seeing 2 Panzer drops and going from 186 to 190. Oh, good luck finding gold. Gold is a horrific hunt. When you said worm, I just thought of the Alaskan bullworm from SpongeBob. Yeah, good luck with the handgun gold hunt. I've never tried hunting gold before, but I know it only has like a couple of drops and they're all horrendous. Million plus is an evolved form of the little lizard mobs. I'd like to think that. Imagine how annoying it'd be if he had all the same things that the lizards do. So if he could go invisible and just avoid bullets. The graboids from Tremors. Yeah, it's kind of similar to that. I'm not... I haven't seen Tremors in ages. Crazy how many Heaven Punisher and SJS banners you've seen this year. It's been crazy. I mean, Heaven Punisher I can kind of understand because, you know, people won't stop running Forest. But SJS has been crazy as well. We've had 1 drop so far for our team, which Vector got. I've been trying like crazy to get 1 and I've had no luck with it at all yet. I said the main thing I've had from this so far is the Psycho Wand. in Ep 4, a work's still a bad guy. So works do feature quite a bit in episode 4. They sort of. I mean, I will be doing a lot of videos on Ep 4 as well. Once I remember what the story of Ep 4 involves, because it's been a while since I've gone through it. Maybe you need to do Twilight. I like how you say that when you're not here. Nice work on the law videos. Been meaning to watch. Been out watching them in the meanwhile while doing work tasks. Oh, cheers for that, Numu. Yeah, there's. I mean, I'm not the only person that does law stuff. I know there is other people who have touched on it as well. Yeah, I just wanted kind of my take on it, going through it, and just my thoughts on it. But as long as people are enjoying it, that's the main thing. So it looks like we might be going for another stream without a banner. So what will happen is, as soon as I stop streaming, a banner will happen, because that happens every single time we stream. Oh, thanks for LJP. Yeah, so we do have a Discord, so if anyone wants to join that, we do play a lot off stream as well. Feel free to join us over there. We don't just talk about PSO as well, I promise. There is other games we talk about now and again. It is mainly PSO though. Right, so we done Heaven Striker. Do we have any IDs that can hunt limiter or lame? I mean, I guess we could do, if you want to do lame, we could do maybe either Yellowbow's Mines, or we could do Pinkle A2 maybe. Is it time? What, for Twilight? For Twilight, honestly, I would need a party that's, well, I would need like at least 2 casts probably. I mean, to be fair, we probably do have a decent enough party for it here. It's just getting people to do Twilight is really hard because no one wants to deal with it. You got a platinum badge last year off a mosquito of all things. What did you trade it in for? Question is, pre or post stream for banners? I mean, either of them. I mean, take your pick. You know, the only rule is that the banner will not happen on stream. I would run it. Hi, Esther. Let's say the Twilight runs for Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to do them on the weekend as well. I am happy to play anything with anyone, really. Yeah, good to see you, Esther. That is the problem with Twilight. It does take forever. It's like an hour to an hour and a half, depending on your party. Is it time for the Forest Grind to help me level to 100? Yeah, Cease Forest. You might be allowed to run Forest if you're leveling up. Once you get to Ultimate though, Cease Forest. Just for this event, you can go back to it when the event ends. Both your Raymart and Fornywell are past 50. Oh, cool. You'll set out if Draken wants back in. Yeah, like I said, just you guys figure out how you want to. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get all the boosts this year either as well. I think it was a good experiment to do it this way this year, but it hasn't worked. I think we'll get a few more unlocks for sure, but that I don't see us hitting the final unlock. Heaven Punisher, because never dropped last year. Did one run of Ego sometimes around Halloween and got a Heaven Punisher with 25 hits. Oh, nice. Been kind of kicking yourself for not using the platinum for gold instead. The thing is, you don't know, do you? I mean, you know, realistically, you know, I could have got a platinum badge, traded for a Psycho 1, which is what I planned on doing, and then I got a Psycho 1 drop, so you never know what PSO is going to do. No shot, we are not even halfway yet. Very close to half, but yeah. Yeah, it's just, again, because people will not stop running for us. I think the other issue is that people are not really running the August Atrocity quests very much. And they're the main ones that tend to need the points the most, particularly A1. Let's try Sky Tower. I mean, I'm fine doing a Sky Tower if you want. I'm never against doing an SJS run. Sky Tower, I believe in the SJS, right? Vector has said he believes in the SJS, so we have to do Skylight Tower then. You know about the whole hit thing. You have a hit weapon, it's a brand +1. Yeah, to be honest, Sue, the chance of hit in the lower difficulties is virtually non-existent. I think once you get into Ultimate, it's about 5%. So once you get into Ultimate, you'll find a lot more weapons will hit. Well, I will go and get the Huniwell again then, if we want to do Skylight Tower. Yellow Balls is 3%. So, yeah, the way it used to work, so they've changed this on Ephinea. So, on the older games, the way it used to work was, in Ultimate, it used to be, by older games I mean GameCube and I think Sega Blueburst, it used to be, I think you had a 5% chance of hitting episode 1. And then in episode 2, I believe it was a 1% chance of hit unless you were with Yellow Balls, in which case I think it was about 3 or 5 around there. I think it was 3. But on Ephinea, they've changed it, so I think it is, like Esther said there, I think it is 5% for all IDs on Ephinea, which, to be honest, I prefer. It never made any sense that episode 2 had a lower hit percent rate when episode 2 was harder. So yeah, one of many changes that Ephinea has made that I actually approve of. Just so you know, Esther as well, and anyone else that's joined as well, if you do ever want to join us for any runs, we always play on Lumerace Block 2 Lobby 21, so feel free to drop by any time, even outside of streams as well, because we do play quite a lot off stream as well. So I'll make a Skylight Tower again. And the password for the games is always stream. We've still got the GameCube version with the bank glitch. Yeah, the bank glitch was so good. It was one of the huge problems with online on GameCube, though, is that everyone just duped items. You've been solo and spaceship a lot today, alternating between LBA and PS2. What is it that drops gold for you? Is it the Grand Sorcerers, or... I can never remember if it's the Sorcerers or something else. Just got out of class, any rare drops? Nothing big yet. I showed it, you might have seen on the Discord actually remote, but I did get a Psycho wand a couple of days ago, but it was off stream. Sorcerer in episode 1, episode 2, Del Sabers America, so okay. Yeah, again, I think that's maybe a change. But I know they changed some of the drops on Ephinea as well. I can't remember if Gold had that many drops on GameCube. Cheers, remote. Yeah, that is a rough drop then. I mean, to be honest, Esther, I mean, I know those quests you mentioned probably have more Del Sabers in it too. Another event quest for Spaceship actually has quite a few in a very short space of time, so it might be worth... I know if a lot of people are running it, maybe that's worth doing if you can get other people for it. I suppose the downside of running it with randoms, though, is obviously if it goes to someone else. Chance of finding floating launcher with hit is 0.0625%. Sounds about right. Yeah, 1 in 40,000 for my Dell server. Oof. What if you went also hunting Guren? Higher DAR right now is great on Sox and Dell servers. Oh, it is, yeah. Yeah, I mean, for me with SJS, the DAR increase helps a little bit. I mean, Gigu's had about an 80% DAR anywhere. But now I think it's pretty much at 100 now, so I always get drops from them. I just don't get the ones I want. Yeah, we've been running a bit of Skylight Spaceship to kind of look for Gurren. I did manage to get a 25 hit Daylight Sky yesterday from it, but no Gurren yet. I've seen a hit Gurren drop, but it went to someone else. Thankfully, Hell Needle makes the run into an 8 or 9 minute endeavor. Yeah, I need to get a Hell Needle for my Rare Mal at some point because it just absolutely busted. At least if you ever come to Ephinea, you can use the ES4 to launch it. You could, yeah, so... Yeah, LJP, if you do F2 challenge mode, there is an S-rank launcher that looks like a photon launcher. So if you really like photon launchers, there's an option for you. You saw a 55 hit Daylight Scar ban the other day. Jeez. Oh, he died to the HP drain from 3 seals. I've done that before. It's normally from the Dell Lilies as well, so you get reduced to 1 HP by the Dell Lilies. Then you move slightly, forget you've got 3 seals equipped and die. You're going to make an actual banner for it when you find it. Blitz got a soul banish, cool. It would be cool to get a soul banish with hit. I've always really liked soul banish, but every time I get one, I've had a few of them drop, but they always have terrible percents. Downside is it's just not that good a weapon, honestly. Oh, and a Heart of Poem drop as well. So getting like all the typical Skylight Tower drops, but I mean, you know it's not going to happen. But what if? Very cool looking weapon for sure. That's why it's such a popular weapon, Heart. Yeah, I always forget there's a weapon Heart for it. It's just sad with the Soul Banish that they give it such a terrible special. Like, who thought that giving it like level 1 Megid would be useful anywhere? Just one of those cases where, unfortunately, a really, really cool looking weapon just ultimately isn't that useful. Same with the Heart of Poom, to be honest. Again, I love claws. A lot of the claws look really, really cool in this game, but a lot of them are just not that usable. Maybe swap the specials around with Soul Leader. I mean, obviously, Soul Banish having Berserk would be massive. Downside is in Blue Burst you've got Yun Chang, and Yun Chang is basically a stronger partisan that has Berserk. So I hope you're all excited for absolutely no decent rare drops in this. I mean, I know I've had a couple of alright ones, but expecting SJS to drop is probably a very, very wishful thinking. The really funny thing is as well, even if I do get the Sealed J, I probably do less damage with it than I do with my Flowers. I knew that was going to happen. You feel like Hell will be the most thematic for Banish, but is there a better version of that? Hell is the best instant kill. Could be the legendary 100 hit VI. I don't think I've had a hit VI at all. To be fair though, I don't have a blue full, so I don't get a whole lot of them anywhere. And a better weapon like how Yun Chang is the better Berserk. Yeah, I mean, if you gave Soul Banish, like, if it was unreduced Hell, it would be really useful. You have a VI with -5 hit. Gave a good one to blank 40 hits. Oh, nice. TGS still does good damage. Heavy is like 1000 with buffs. I mean, yeah, I mean, from the damage I've seen you do with it, it seems really, really strong. It'd be interesting to see how it compares to the Flowers, honestly. Obviously, the downside with the Flowers is that when you're not using Spirit, it's not massively strong. Yeah, you can get a VI with hit from the government quests. I forget how much hit it has, and I honestly, I've not done the government quest in Ultimate. I need to do that at some point. I've been doing them on normal for the lore videos just to get through it faster, because the episode 2 ones in particular, some of the quests are really, really long. You like how our team members give out decent rares, such a good bunch. I think honestly in PSO you get to a point where you do end up just giving away a lot of stuff. I used to do it on GameCube as well. So on GameCube, to try and convince people to run tower with me to find SJS, I literally would say to people at the start of the run, you can take any rare that drops. And people would join you just so they could get the other rares. I think Miss just got a badge from a Gigu. If you do Stall of a Blacksmith on Ultimate, you get weapons with hit. I know you get a suppressed gun. Yeah, you can choose between... I think it's a suppressed gun, a technical crozier, or... I want to say... Is it a God Hand? Yeah, I think I just got badged as well. It's got a hand, okay. Yes, that was a Gigu badge. So thanks for that. We should do the government quest then as a team. Do you know what? I always forget that you can do those multiplayer. For some reason, I've got it in my head that they're all single player. Bringers is really fun. I mean, yeah, rifle range, you've got demons, and you've got 50 hit. I don't know how y'all did it back then with everyone sharing drops. It was a trust exercise. What I used to do with the team that we used to play with, like long before I started streaming, this was going back to like PSO GameCube, we used to do what a lot of the Japanese players did, which is you would play Janken for the drops. So you essentially play rock, paper, scissors for the drops. I can't remember exactly how we did it now, but there was a way that we used to do it in the game. So we would essentially play rock, paper, scissors, and whoever won got the drop. Well, obviously, if you were playing with randoms, it was just a free-for-all. You've been badged and PD'd by so many Del Sabers. The worst thing is now, Nemo, as well, is the fact that we're now getting 10% more photon drops, which is great for getting photon drops, but terrible if you're hunting something. If they didn't change that, it wouldn't be a PSO. I think they kind of had to change it because the amount of times you'll get drops swiped from under your nose. I think the worst thing about it was the fact that if you played a hunter, you just inherently had an advantage because you were near the monster when it dies. If you're playing a ranger, bear in mind if you're playing a ranger, you were probably like locking down a lot of the spawns with your frozen shooter. You just wouldn't get any rares because the hunters would just steal them all. Yeah, no one would run teams if they kept it the same. Yeah, the one advantage that Hema might have, yeah, stealing all the drops. There would have been a pretty intense rock, paper, scissors. I never found any Ubers on GameCube though, so... at all. Enable PvP during drop runs. So we had a stream, it was a few weeks back now, where I was celebrating 1,000 subs on YouTube. And we did some challenges, and one of the challenges for one of the runs was to put PvP mode on for the run. And it was awful. Just kill your teammates with grants and steal the drops easy, yeah. Do it the Dreamcast way. They call hunters for a reason, yeah, hunting all the rare drops. If I was like rebalance all the specials in PSO, you feel like everything could be made more viable or comparable. I agree. I mean, honestly, I feel like a lot of the elemental specials are just not worth using. There are several specials, even on some of the more unique stuff, that just aren't worth doing either. So things like Lavis Cannon. So Lavis' special obviously fires like a piercing wave. It's just not that useful. The main reason you use Lavis as Lavis Blade is just to sacrifice your health to get your health down for Dark Flow. And that's about the only way you use it. Yeah, the balance is all over the place. It's called the Hunters Guild, not Ranger or Force. You're talking about Gold, another one that Ubers isn't very good. I think Gold and Miller separately are both not brilliant. I think, I can't remember, but I think one of them has HP steal and one has TP steal, I think. Yeah, they're just not great. Even when you combine them into Gold Miller, I mean, it's a strong mech gun, but it has HP steal. It's just not terribly useful. But I would still use one because it's cool. Same for Sango and Yasha as well. Sango and Yasha's special is terrible. Wait, was the friendly fire on GameCube? Not on GameCube, thankfully, as far as I'm aware, anyway. Unless they want to manage to action replay it, but on Dreamcast, yeah, people found ways of killing other players. Yeah, you could also get nulled on Dreamcast as well, so yeah, that was fun. I never had to deal with that, thankfully, because I started playing with GameCube, so I only had to deal with the memory card corruptions, freezing, FSODs. Yeah, that's the other thing as well, yeah, so the sacrificial specials that fire the waves, they also don't hit lizards when they go invisible. I think the game must treat them as like a range attack, I'm guessing. Yeah, it's just weird. So I probably have time, I think, for... We could probably do one more run, I think, maybe, and see what time's like after that. Yeah, I wouldn't be against some rebalancing on Ephinea. It would be nice to see... it would be nice to see some of the specials rebalanced a bit more. I just don't want to take it too far away from the original PSO, though. You've got a spare soul banish with hit if you want. Can trade for the S-Red parts. I mean, the S-Reds are only worth like 1 PD. I don't know how much a soul banish with hit is worth, honestly. It's up to you. I mean, I don't mind doing that, but S-Red's arms are only worth 1 PD. With regard to rock, paper, scissors, remember there was symbol chat. That might have been how we did it. Because, yeah, I'm sure there is build parts, isn't actually, that look like that. Can't see it. There is a beautiful duck. But yeah, some of the build parts I know look like rock, paper, scissors, so that's probably how we did it then. Soul banish up to 30 hit is 1 to 2 PDs as well. Okay. I can give you 2 PDs for it then. Well, I'll give you the S-Reds and a PD for it then, if that's all right. You have the peace sign, the stop hand, and the fist. Yeah. One day I will play Soul Banish with Dirty Life Jack on HughCast and special only. That would be a hell of a way to play. I mean, you'd never kill anything because it's a level 1 Megate. Doing them deals on stream when you have to. Wheeling and dealing. Yeah, so we'll get this trade. We'll do one more run maybe, and then see what time's like. Is there anything that anyone wants to run for the last run? I think we haven't done V101 yet, have we? Or did we? Favorite special is Chaos. It sucks, but it's not like it just sucks. It's not that useful. Yeah, Confuse is limited effectiveness really. I think because with most weapons you're only going to confuse one enemy unless you've got unreduced Confuse. I guess if you're a caster, you can use Confuse traps as well, so that kind of mitigates it as well. Wow, you want to go after V101? That's an Uberer. Apparently, yeah. Yeah, we did say limiter as well, to be fair. All lame. So we've got a few options. We could do White Hill POD, but I'm aware we've already done one POD run on stream. We could do Pinkle A2. I find it hilarious when a Belra gets confused. Yeah, they act really strange when they're confused. The funny thing is the ultimate ones, they go crazy. They just start shooting randomly. Yeah, Curse Cloak is pretty good. A2 would be a good variety for the end of the stream. Yeah, I'm happy to do a A2 run. I don't mind which ID we do it on either, so I'm happy to do it on Pinkle or Skyly, whichever. Obviously, I can't host Pinkle because my Pinkle isn't an ultimate yet. She's close. Here you have all the mobs. I mean, that is basically what the AA quests are like. Yeah, but yeah, do you want to end it with... Yeah, we can do Pinkle AA2 then. That we've got that one chance at limiter. And can also go for a lame as well. Yeah, sure, Drac, yeah. I think Mist's going to get his 4 mile, who's Pinkle, so I think he's going to host. You still want to make a high level Hukasil and make Snake Spire work. Snake Spire is an interesting one. Like, everyone says it's a trash weapon. Honestly, though, what a lot of people don't realize about Snake Spire is that the special is unreduced. So although it doesn't have Hell, it has, I think it's Dark it has, which is like the second best instant kill. It is unreduced. So it will still work on some mobs. It's not the best weapon, but it's better than people make it out to be. And I know that because I was one of the first people to find a Snake Spire on Sega Blue Burst when it got added. And I tested it out. So I'm pretty sure if you go on PSO Worlds and look at the Snake Spire pictures in the database, I think it's my old Huniwell. In fact, to be honest, like half the pictures on PSO Worlds database are probably of my Huniwell. Someone's running Desert on Anguish too. You brave, brave person. Yeah, so because I played a lot on the Sega service, so I used to just take screenshots of the gear all the time for their database, so as did a lot of other people as well. I know I'm definitely on there for, I think, Sanga, Yasha, Sanga and Yasha, and a few of the other weapons as well. And for Sanga and Yasha, it was because I think there was only me and about 2 other people that found it before Black Pepper's deal. So there was very, very few people who actually had the ability to take pictures of it. Yeah, I totally forgot to get that S-Reds out, so just remind us on after the run, Parkins, and I'll get you that stuff for the Soul Banish. do respect the attempt of using the Soul Banish special to kill something. The worst thing about it as well is it doesn't even go straight. So you can't even really aim it. It kind of goes off at a weird angle. I'm rooting for you to try and kill something with it. Play with your brothers for a long time, Blueburst. You might even come into contact with my brother's main because he was always working the economy. You see his raggle.co.uk website for most of the info. Spent ages on the forums. I never really used Raggle much back in the day. I was mainly on PSO World. Under a totally different name though. It reminds me of the Gibbons Megid. Honestly, I think the Gibbons Megid is probably better. I think you'd have a better chance of hitting something using Evil Cursed. Possibly, yeah. I think because Soul Banish swings so wide, it just throws the Megid off in like random directions. It has to be better, those killers, exactly. Yeah, the amount of times I've been killed by... Oh, is that a Soul Banish, Hawkins? Tell you what, I'll go and get you that S-Reds now because I will forget otherwise. Yeah, I mean, Evil Curse is another really weird weapon, isn't it? For how rare it is, it's just not massively useful. I didn't realise that about Evil Curse, that the Megid level's random between 1 and 12. I mean, to be honest, I mean, even level 12 is not brilliant, but at least it's better than Soul Banish with level 1. I'm pretty sure it's level 1 anyway. I'll drop the stuff at the job, Hawkins, once we finish this room. I think it's like level 3. Yeah, I honestly can't remember. I mean, to be honest, even if it's level 3, it may as well be level 1. Raggle Mag Feeder had a button where you could feed items to see what stats you would raise. Then you set out stats you raise, it would update what the mag would be. Oh, cool. Yeah, it is really bad, the Megadon Soul Banish. I guess they wanted to sort of get across the point that it's like an evil weapon, but we've got a Bringer's Arm, cool. It's kind of weird with the Bringer. I've never had a Bringer's right arm drop in all the time I played PSO, and now I've had 2 within the space of a couple of days. PSO would be weird. Admittedly, the rare drops probably do help at the minute. Yeah, exactly. It's entirely down to the event. Look for SJS, yeah, 0000.1. Look for things you never use, 999. Yeah. Pretty much my experience in PSO. Oh, Parkins, I'll drop that stuff for you. I love the attempt at stealing the stuff. Done like a true GameCube player there. Yeah, that with the ad slots, your last character, the Rayma you lost, had none at all. New raycasters found 3 in 2 days. Yeah, that I agree with Travis, honestly. Like, finding ad slots is never a bad thing. They're always useful. It's one thing I always found strange about PSO, honestly, is like how hard ad slots are to actually get. Considering how fundamentally important they are, and how rare it is to get a 4-slot armor. Again, just a really weird design choice with PSO. But yeah, we're going to make a grind for this rare armor, and then when you get it, it's going to have no slots. So then you have to find 4 more rare drops to get the armor slots for it. Being stuck online, I have 0 excitement for 400 drops. Ad slots will take any day of the week. Yeah, 400 drops are pretty much useless if you're an offline player on there. I'd probably just keep them anyway, just in case you ever do go online. I know it's probably unlikely, but... When they introduced an F2, I'm not sure, honestly. As I said, I didn't really play Dreamcast back in the day, so I don't really know if ad slots were in the Dreamcast version. They were not? Okay. So that is just a terrible idea they brought in GameCube. No 400 drops either. So they just really had it in for you on GameCube then, didn't they? Oh yeah, we actually need to hit these droppies, actually, yeah. Because it actually drops something decent. Just out of curiosity, so as someone who never really played Dreamcast, if you got a rare armor, did it always have 4 slots, or was it just random slots on the armor and you just had to put up with how many slots you had? It's random, oof. Remember they said the point was that the rarest items would be a few in the world. Yeah, I mean, looking at some of the drop rates, I mean, even on GameCube and Xbox, like, the drop rates are still horrendous for some things. But yeah, particularly on Dreamcast though, like, how they expected anyone to find anything? That's why we game sharked 4-slot armor. Can't say I blame you, honestly. I mean, that seems like a terrible idea. Oh, Miss got a heavenly mind. It just seems like a really odd decision, that, doesn't it, to have random slots on your armor and then no way of adding more to them. So in that instance, I guess that adding ad slots is probably better than it was in Dreamcast, but I mean, it's still not an ideal solution by any means. I kind of just feel that all armor should just drop with 4 slots, honestly. Brilliant camera view that. You can always do low difficulties and get them. Yeah, because oddly, with ad slots, they seem easy to get in low difficulties. In the old games, a unit couldn't give a ton of stats. And when they increased the level cap to 200, you'd hit max stats pretty quick. Oh, okay. That makes a bit more sense then. Spread needle being an actual rifle range weapon and equipable by Hugh has had to be changed. Yeah, the fact that hunters could use spread needle in Dreamcast is just disgusting. Kinda wish you could use grinds to upgrade armor too. So when you get to max level, get all slots. I mean, I guess they've kind of taken that on in like PSO 2, haven't they, really? You know, the fact that you grind your armor and that. Although I will say the way that the grinding system works in PSO 2 and in NGS is just incredibly frustrating. Force could use it too. I mean, you can see why they changed some things, for sure. You got PD and our Prophets of Mortav. Oh. But hey, another Monkey King bar. These seem to be dropping tons lately. I feel like every day we play, someone gets a Monkey King bar. This is a Chinese government psyop. Would have been cool to allow grinders to push the stat ranges up towards max and have the slots go up with grind. Yeah, I mean, that is basically how NGS works at the minute. So when you get to certain grind thresholds, you get an extra slot for another affix. Sounds good in theory, but the problem with the NGS method at the minute is that once you get to, I think it's above about 61 grind, it becomes incredibly ridiculous to actually get any further grinds. It's just super money intensive and just takes forever to get anything grinded. A victim of the high drop rates, the MKB market has become saturated. Game got overhauled with new item skins and all the stuff you know now, but Dreamcast was rough. Lose your weapon and money when you die. Yeah, I can't imagine playing and getting something nice on Dreamcast and then dying and losing it because someone steals it. A new event in collaboration with Black Myth Wukong. I think one of the funny things about Monkey King Bar in this is the fact that there's still the visual bug with it. So it seems, I don't know exactly how it works, but it seems that if more than one person has a Monkey King Bar in your party, if another person has a Black King Bar, it seems like all of them take on the appearance of one of them. So we've had it before where someone using Monkey King Bar, it would look like a Black King Bar. And then I think it was yesterday we were playing and my Black King Bar looked like a Monkey King Bar. It's just a weird visual bug with the game. It's like it can't handle the fact that two people have an MKB or a BKB. Still no Dolphin Eclairs. I'm still yet to see one on Ephinea. I have no idea why, and I would have thought with the increased rare enemy rates that maybe I would have seen one. But yeah, I am still yet to see any. So we're getting plenty of badge drops today, but just not much else. Which is kind of business as usual, honestly, during this event. BKB, just MKB dressed in goth confirmed. I mean, basically. Time to fight to see who's the real king. There can only be one. I had to boost. I was on 99. This is the last spawn anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Is there any point in using evade or defense mats on a raycast? What I would do is, if you go on Ephinea's wiki, because this applies to GameCube as well, go on there and look at the recommended map plans. Generally, I think a lot of classes quite often don't bother with defense or evade, but there might be some way you need to use them. Feels bad, man. Evasion is dead stat. The only thing really that you can use evade for in your favor is if you stack it with things like Proof of Sword Saint. So there is a strat that's used with, particularly with Huka Seal, where if you use a Huka Seal with a few Proof of Sword Saints, you boost your evade through the roof, and then use Estella to one-shot the episode 4 boss. But it's a very niche thing. Obviously, it's nice blocking attacks more often, but quite often evade can be a bad thing as well because you'll get stun locked into doing the evade animation over and over again. So it can be a bad thing sometimes. Same like I mentioned last stream as well about health can be a bad thing sometimes as well. You know, sometimes it's a really bad thing having loads of health. Sometimes it's a good thing. Or blast from the past seeing someone play PSO. Are there still servers? There are. Not official ones. So this server we're playing on is called Ephinea. So it's a free download. All you do is just download the client, and there's usually a few hundred people playing. There's more at the minute because there's an event on at the moment with increased rare drops. But even outside of that event, there is normally at least 100 to 200 people playing. So if you still want to play PSO, you still can. Yeah, I play this a lot. I do a lot of videos on it on YouTube as well, so yeah, this has always been my favourite game, so I will play it probably for as long as I can imagine. Don't forget to rate, by the way. Is anyone else live who's actually streaming PSO or anything? Ziggy's live. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's fine. I'll raid Ziggy then. So yeah, Alessa, we do have a Discord as well, so we play PSO quite a lot off stream as well. No GameCube, so you can still play GameCube online. There is a server called ragdoll.org. The downside is that GameCube online is pretty much dead. There might be a couple of people online, but it will be a very small community. Most people who play PSO will play Blueburst. I would thoroughly, honestly recommend just jumping on Blueburst and starting there. Ephinea in particular has a really, really healthy community. But yeah, you can still play GameCube online if you want to. Just check out ragdoll.org. That has the instructions of how to do it. Wow, am I maxed on bronze and silvers? Yes, I am. Okay. Used to play a Blueburst on Stack, still around. That server, as far as I'm aware, I think they are still around. I don't know how many people are on there now. It depends how long ago you were on there as well, because they did have some issues with losing people's data quite a while back. So it depends how long ago you were on there. I don't know what it's like now. It might be fine now. But I would say Ephinea is typically the most populated. And this is very similar to the Sega servers as well. So although the drop rates are increased at the minute, this is just like a once a year event. So after this, it will go back to feeling more like Sega servers. Then you get the GameCube adapter and you're golden. Love the videos, by the way. Really help when coming back to Blueburst and enjoying the lore. Oh, thanks for that, Jolly Poggers. SHG got revived recently. It's cool and supports GameCube and Ep3. Oh, there you go then. So yeah, so it is back by the looks of things. I'm glad to hear it's back, and hopefully it's run by a bit better management now that actually looks after people's data. It was kind of the OG private server, so it's good to see that it's still around. But yeah, there is other options. You've got Ephinea. There is ones like Ultima as well. There is some really crazy ones that just change everything with the game. But yeah, I think I'll probably end the stream there for today, I think. So we'll be streaming again on Sunday. Again, it'll be PSO just while this event's on. There will be a PSO lore video on Sunday as well. And then a PSP2 video on the Monday for members, which will go live to everyone else on the Wednesday. What I'm going to do is, on the Twitch side, I am going to go and raid Ziggy. So if you want to see some more PSO, I'm assuming he's probably playing PSO. I'll try and raid Ziggy. YouTube side, I think raiding is really awkward to do, so I won't be doing that. Yeah, hope everyone has a good week, and I will hopefully see you guys on Sunday for some more PSO. Yeah, good to see you guys.